What's up, guys? It's Priets coming back to the brand new Binding of Isaac video. Today we are back with the Eden streak, going for win number 273 in a row. So without further ado, let's get right into the game, get some gaming going on, have a little bit of fun, and check out a new mod that we added today, which is the damage multiplier stat. It's not really a... I got confused. I thought that said continue run. I'm like, wait a sec, we're not supposed to be continuing a run. Let's get started with Eden on hard mode. But the mod we added isn't a real mod. I mean, not like a real... It doesn't change the game that much. It just shows us the damage multiplier that we have. So starting off, we have a damage multiplier of 1.00. I don't know if I'm going to keep this mod. I find it kind of unaesthetic. It's just a random thing that like juts out. I don't like it. It's probably going to go after this video. People have been telling me to do it for a long time. But this is the thing. I'm Mega Brain, and I know my damage multipliers. I can't multiply them together, but I know what the damage multipliers are of different items. All I know is big number equals good. So the seed today is HXNTL1A1. We start with Star Bethlehem. Above average tier rate, above average damage, and Book of Invisibility, as I used to call it, for some reason. It should be invincibility, but I said invisibility, and it should be a lot of things, but we're good. Hey, get me out of this room. But yeah, we have really good stats today. We've had really, really solid stats the past few runs, honestly. Item-wise, though, during the run have not been the craziest ever. So hopefully we can have some pretty fun stuff happen today. I think I might just go for devil deals, honestly. Angel deals have really been biting us in the butt, I feel like. Just not being good. Like, I like going to Mega Satan, but, like, Mega Satan's not worth all the hassle of just, I don't know. I'm trying to get, like, angel deals and just getting disappointed. So, maybe not today. Okay, let's get all the money. But yeah, today, so today is one of those days that I'm supposed to stream. It is Wednesday. The reason I didn't stream though is because my manager was like, "Hey, can you work?" So I said yes. I think I said that in yesterday's video. So I did work. I was thinking maybe I could stream before I went to work, but I was tired. I just slept in, honestly, and it was great. I had really, really good sleep. I felt nice and well rested when I woke up, and I just laid in bed and chilled. It was quite a great time. But yeah, look how ugly the damage multiplier mod looks. It's actually kind of horrendous. It's probably leaving. The thing is, like, if you know what damage multipliers are, I don't know. It doesn't even matter if you know what damage multipliers are. Like, it just matters, like, it kind of does. I don't know. If you don't know what damage multipliers are, this number on the side doesn't mean anything to you. If you do, then the number on the side doesn't help you. Because who cares to see? I guess it can, like, show, like, newer people what the damage multipliers are, but you should just know based off the item. This is something you learn, gamers. Okay, you know what? I'm about to go crazy. We're doing this. Now, this is the ultimate strategy. Why? Because big troll bombs will come back to us and be epic. Nice. We take you, and we fill the health with you. We come over here. We come down here. And look at us. Bada bing, bada boom. That is the first floor finished with one bad item. I'm still trying to decide which path I want to go. Also, my headphone cable felt a little heavier than usual. That usually means that my phone charging cable is draped over it, but it wasn't. So who knows? Who knows what's wrong? But yeah, so yeah, last night I was talking to a friend, and they're like, I got an alt account for Valorant because yes, I decided to get an account that was in the rank range of my friends. That way we could all play together. I wasn't gonna go super sweaty on it. I just want to be able to play with my friends. It's not like I'm really trying to smurf or anything, because I'm not even that good. It's not like anybody who smurfs who's not like actually good at the game. It's not a good smurf. It's just a second account. Like, I'm plat on my main account, and I'm playing with my friends in like gold and silver. But the thing is, I'm not going to play rank disparity with my friends who are lower rank, because then we're going to play against really hard people, and we won't be able to win. And I know that. So I just want to have a different account to play with them. You know, it's easier that way. That's all the only reason I'm doing it. But I got the account to play with my friends. And I played with some of the friends, and I got ranked up really fast. I went from bronze 3 to gold 1 in, I think, 5 games it was. Because I kept getting double rank ups. And it was crazy. So, there we go. We take you. Might as well fill the red heart health up. And you know what? I'm okay. I might be like, why do you use the Soul of Isaac right there? Well, I don't really care what the item is at that point. Might as well just go for angel deals, maybe. So who knows? But yeah, once I played with my friends, I got to gold really fast, and then another friend who I wanted to like do a queue with is like still like pretty low rank, and so I can't do a queue with them anymore, and so I got another account. This time one that's iron. And yeah, I know some people don't like people smurfing or going into lower ranks. Also, Sci-Fly Insane. I'm glad we didn't get Zodiac. One of my least favorite items ever. It sucks wiener, let me tell you. But yeah, so I've got a new account, this time in Iron, and I'm excited to be able to play with some of my friends because I like playing my games with my friends, and playing unrated is fine. Playing the non-competitive mode is more than okay with me. But it's just like, my friends do want to play comp, and if they want to play comp, then I want to be able to play with them. You know, it's just fun. I'm their 5th usually when we play unrated, so it's kind of weird to not be able to have their 5th whenever they actually do play comp. But I am much better than them. I do get a lot of kills usually. The thing is, I try not to go too crazy. Like, the only times I go really crazy is like if I'm there to clutch up, like if it's a 1v something, I'll always try my best. But like, I will try to die as early as I possibly can. 9 times out of 10. Why? It's just better that way. Let me tell you, it is so much better that way. Trying to like just be really sweaty about it's just no fun. I like to try to play like a different playstyle than I'm used to. Like still try to aim the best I can, try to like do everything the best I can. But, you know, I like to try to play like duelist more, like play like some other roles. So, I did get another account. I'm excited to play some duo queue. It's gonna be pretty low rank, so I'm just gonna like be able to like play very, very casually, just very, very laid back, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Let me tell you, that's what I like to see. Okay, a bomb is good. We're gonna take that real quick, and we're gonna go to the secret room, which should be right here. And who knows what's gonna be in here? A chest, and we are gonna use Soul of Isaac right here. And honestly, I'm taking Dolly. I know that's like, what the heck? Why would you not take the other item? I think Dolly's just the way to go. Dolly gives us a tier 8 up. I don't care about the +2 luck with like all the immunities and stuff because I don't care about immunity. I'm okay with taking damage. If you guys didn't know, I love damage. I'm the king of taking damage. Okay, that's some BS with a capital B. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I don't want this anymore. I don't want you anymore. Which one did you say that to, Woody? I like my new toy. Here we go. But yeah. Other than that, today, work was fine. You know, the thing about work is I honestly despise working with anybody who's not like a high schooler. Why? Like, middle schoolers are fine, but they're still in the phase of like education is just like some silly part-time thing. High school, you still get to you either have the people who are like really into education or the people who are like, I don't understand this, I don't want to work, but like you can still get them to work. They still understand that like, oh, they're old enough to understand like, oh, I'm at this place, my parents are paying for stuff, therefore I can't really just like not do anything or else my parents will get mad, so I'm actually going to do my work. But like working with elementary schoolers who are like doing simple like subtraction, it makes me want to like just blow chunks. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to help you do 10 minus 8. I don't want to do that with you. I really don't. It's not my cup of tea. But somehow every once in a while I do get those kids. And especially when it's like when I'm filling in and it's not even like my real day to work, that's when I'm like, oh, this is rough. So look at this. Book of Shadows is actually insane. That's what it's actually called if you guys didn't know. Okay, Blood Clot, we'll take you, we'll take you. And we'll just full clear, because why not? But that's pretty rough. I've been helping kids with factoring a bunch recently, and factoring is just like, oh, it takes so much time, and like, they just really don't want to do the work, which let me tell you, I understand. Factoring is some BS. Like, you should know your like times tables, and like factoring is really helpful when it comes to I was about to say factoring. Yes, of course it's good when it comes to factoring, but whenever you're trying to like figure out like quadratic equations and how to simplify them, you do a lot of factoring. And so you find the greatest common factor, you divide every number by the greatest common factor, bring it outside of the parentheses, that kind of stuff. And so it's really, really useful. It's actually like one of the more important skills to know. But like, it's whenever you're doing it, you don't like when you're trying to factor with quadratics, you don't completely factor a number. You just think of what's the highest number I can divide these by. If you're wrong, then you can keep on dividing a little bit more. And it's that simple. It's like it's quite rudimentary. Like especially once you get to that level. So I don't know. Factoring just stinky and boring. I know why they make kids do it, but like man, I want to work with people who are doing like the actual hard stuff. Like algebra 2, geometry, those type of things. Because why? Because those are the sick ones. Those are the fun ones to work with. Also, where is this stupid Secreto room? Effect lasts for 10 seconds? Wait, how long does this effect last for? Lasts 1 room. Let's go. One room's not long enough. Okay, I feel like it's on the other side of the shop, so I'm actually going to go in the shop real quick. Because why not? Why the freak not? Okay, well, this is a boring shop. I will be buying you, however. And look, it's the secret room with 3 cents in it. Oh, I need a bomb now. What is this? Okay, well, I'll find a bomb. I'll find a bomb, hopefully. Nope, I will not find a bomb. Not even hopefully. There's no bombs in sight. Actually, wait a sec. I literally have Soul of Chemical Warfare. This is sick. Okay. Well, in that case. Yay. And Pageant Boy, honestly, one of the worst boss items in this entire game. But I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna take it because I do need a couple schmeckles, as they say. Couple shalom. Shalom means hi in Hebrew, I'm pretty sure. Bakel or something means like good morning. Just learn some Hebrew, you guys need to know. Hebrew is the language of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I think. Did he speak Hebrew? No. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to force people into believing their Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ. That was a joke, guys. It was just a joke. Okay. I just wanted to say something. Needed to fill the dead air. This is not a religious-based YouTube channel. I try to not say anything religious, political, or anything. I try to say funny jokes, okay? That was a funny joke. If you didn't laugh, then you're not funny, okay? Okay. So, we can go next floor. I don't have any bombs, so I can't go to mines. Kind of cringe if you ask me. But you know what? I'm doing this. We look really weird in Lost form. What else did I do today? Other than staying in bed, buying a new Valorant account. Oh, I started watching my uncle from another universe. Is that what the anime is called? I think it's on Netflix. I saw a clip of it. I'm like, it looks pretty cool. Seems alright. So I decided to start watching it. It's pretty interesting so far. It is subbed, which I know people are like, subbed is the only way you should ever watch anime. But in my opinion, I like being able to not focus completely. And so I've been watching it when I go to sleep. And so at a certain point, I get so tired that I'm just like, well, there's no hope left for me to like stay awake. So I just close my eyes and I just hear Japanese in the background. I think it's Japanese. I know you might be like, it's anime. Of course it's Japanese. Sometimes there are animes like, isn't One Punch Man Chinese? That's not correct. I know I've watched a show that actually was like in Chinese or I think like something like that wasn't in Japanese. They exist, okay? I'm vegan. I eat meat. We exist. You guys seen those memes? But I start like I just go to sleep and I just hear Japanese in the background. Let me tell you, sometimes I feel like I can understand and then I really like listen. I'm like, I cannot understand. I 100% do not speak any Japanese. Now, there are cognates in all languages, so I'm trying to think of some in... I know in Korean, ice cream is a cognate, because it's like, ice cream is like... That's like the most like white way for me to say that, but it's like, it's kind of similar to that. That's how you pronounce it, I think. The reason I know this, or the only reason I think that's the case, is because I watch Korean Englishmen. And the high schoolers did a literacy test and like learned some Korean. And that was one of the things that they learned. So listen, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But there's some other things like that. Like every language is cognates, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's harder to tell whenever you're like speak English and you try to read like Russian, Ukrainian, Bulgarian, Chinese, Japanese. Why? Because they use different alphabets, so of course it's gonna be harder. Like when I see like the letter Y backwards P. I'm trying to think of Cyrillic. When I see any of that, it's I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't pronounce that. I just need to learn how to like pronounce things in different languages. Not even like what they mean, just how to pronounce them. I feel like that's more important than anything. Being able to read other languages, because then if it is a cognate, it's easy. Also, when you're driving in like foreign places, and you see like a city name on a sign, sometimes it's not even, it's like in Cyrillic or it's like in Chinese, or is the alphabet that Chinese people use, it's the Chinese alphabet, right? I was like saying it like, I was like, the Mandarin alphabet, but it's not the Mandarin alphabet, right? It's the Chinese alphabet, I think. Cause I know Chinese people speak Mandarin or Cantonese, but the alphabet is the, who knows? Nobody knows, actually, if you guys didn't know. If I don't know it, nobody does. Okay, my speed, pitiful. Taurus is actually another one of my least favorite of the planetarium. Is it planetarium? Zodiac items. That's what it is. The reason being, that's just dumb, honestly. It is just one of the dumbest and stupidest, because it gives you a 0.4 speed down. Like, what the heck? That's all my speed. You just took everything from me. That's all I had. But it's like, nope. It's not all you had. You're fine. You can keep going. I'm like, I barely can. Give me my speed back. And I'll never get that speed back, let me tell you. Ooh, I was like, these are the X game mode guys, the ones who shoot in X patterns. They aren't. 100% not. Okay, well, I need to be careful. I'm still convinced that room should have had the secret room. I feel like this other room's going to support that. And I'm going to be raging. Okay, you know what? I don't think that room supports it. What one at all? Quite literally does not support that. Okay. So I want to know, anybody who plays Valorant out there, if you guys play like, or like even like CSGO or any game when you play in-house. The main one I'm talking about right now is Valorant. Do you guys have like a set list of like in-house rules for custom games that are like smaller than 5v5s? Because one that like my friend, like the ones that I have, which I would about to say my friend group, the ones that I always try to enforce is that if we're playing a 2v2 or a 3v3 in Valorant, we can't use certain agents like Raze and KJ, just because KJ with all of her util is just like, it gets very annoying, and trying to like, the only way you can counter that really is if you have like KO, and if you have KO, then like you should have to pick based off of comp, especially during especially in like 3v3s and 2v2s. And so like having the turret gives you like a second person. It makes it much harder for 3 people to push into a site. Like if you have 5 people, then yeah, like 4 people can peek it, all kill it really fast, but you can't really do that with less people. Also, we always come in here first. Why? Because it can have keys, so why not? I also am like, let's try not to like, I'm like, it's mainly for me, honestly. I'm just like, let's not use ops. Why? Because one-shot kills in like 2v2s and 3v3s are boring. Like, you don't know that they have an op. You peek a corner and immediately die. It's like, what the heck? This is some BS. And so I'm always like, anything that can one-shot kill, let's just not use it. Now, you might be like, oh, like Vandal or like some of the guns can one-shot headshot. That's a skill thing. Also, it's not like, because op you can just like body shot and get a kill, which is lame. But we have, those are the rules I always try to set, and we were playing but we played an in-house 3v3 last night, and it was me and 2 people that we don't play with, and then 3 of my friends that we do play with. And the 2 friends I do play with insta-locked Raze and KJ, which if you guys don't know, Raze is a character whose ultimate is a literal bazooka, and has a grenade, which is really does a lot of damage and kill people really easily. And KJ has like a turret that like can just like patrol like a 360-degree area, and also has like Molotovs that they can set on the ground and activate from anywhere on the map, and has like an alarm bot. Just really, really strong characters, and like they're very, very good, and like make sense in a 5v5 because it allows people to hold down sites with less people. Also, I don't think I even care about, I might just take Black Rune with. Okay, where are my keys? I know I have Gilded Chest, or Gilded Key, which is my fault, but listen. Cut me some slack. But anyways, they insta-lock those 2, and I immediately was like, what the heck? That's stupid. And it just so happens that those 2 characters are 2 of my friends' like mains, and they always get mad. They're always like, okay, you're just banning our mains. I'm like, I don't care if you guys play your mains. I really don't care if people play their mains. Nobody in our group, even me, is good enough to like be like, oh, you're too OP on your main. I don't think any of us are that competent with our mains. Now, if you're one of those people, one of my friends, and you hear that, this is not a diss. We all suck, including you listening to this right now. But yeah, so it was just rough. Because I usually play Sky, and they're like, but you're playing your main. I'm like, there's a difference between playing, like, it's just annoying. Especially, like, I always hate in, like, 2v2s. When somebody has, like, KJ, mainly. Like, a 3v3, KJ is honestly not too bad. Raze is the only person I have an issue with. I just hate people who, like, you can get a kill without having any skill. Like, sure, it's like, oh, you have to throw your grenade in the right spot, but not, it's like, it's not that hard. God, I'm taking so much damage. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of Fade Retro. Also, I need to go find my secret room. Actually, I already found my secret room, didn't I? Dang, I should have just sucked this up. It didn't matter which one I did, but I just could have done that. Anyways, we did the 1v1s. Now, my team did win, but I still was, like, salty the entire time. Just because I was like, at one point, I got ulted by the Raze, because it's a one-shot bazooka that if you hit the person with the bazooka, they die. That's sick. And I was like, I didn't even say, whenever I died from the, it's called the showstopper. When I died from that, I didn't even say anything. I wasn't even that mad. I was just like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, if they have a Raze, you can expect to die from the showstopper. I mean, it's just strong. It's meant to be OP. But they did nerf it, so it's you can only really get like one kill with it. And in a 5v5, one kill doesn't really matter too much. Technically it does, but in low ranks it doesn't matter. People aren't competent enough to actually get kills themselves. So like one person can get 3 kills, not skillfully, mind you. They can just get 3 kills just because other people, they're just like quote unquote playing better than the other people. But yeah, it's fine though. One of the issues is just like our friend group is way too unbalanced when it comes to skill level, because all my friends on average are probably like around like the silver 1 area, which it's, I mean, if you think of a silver 1 in any game, like that goes with like bronze, iron, bronze, silver, gold, that kind of rank scheme. It's not super good or anything. It's like below average, but like they're not terrible. But the issue is I'm plat 2, so I'm like above average, which doesn't mean I'm that much better than them, honestly. Like plat 2 is not even that crazy. I never say that I'm like really crazy compared to them, because honestly, like the difference is so minuscule, it really does not matter. Hey, listen, give me some space. Okay, thank you. That's actually sick. That's fine. Okay, and I do want to go to the shop if possible. I'm just going to go full clear, because why not? If I lose my bone heart, it's going to be a sad day. But yeah, it's like, even if you put like the 2 like worst people with me, I can usually get like, in like the 3v3 yesterday, it was like, I would get like 2 kills. Which means that the other 2 players collectively have to get a single kill, which sometimes is really hard for people, which I'm not saying like it shouldn't be easy. Like the people they're going up against were better than them, but we usually got it done. Some rounds I would just get 3 kills, some rounds it was just like I would get no kills. But like overall, it's just like on a normal basis, I will usually win a gunfight with any of my friends, like a majority of the time. By majority I mean like 55% of the time I will win the gunfight. Now, 45% of the time, they'll win the gunfight. Why? It's either they just played better, they saw me first, I missed, they hit, aka they did better. Anyways, I don't know. In-house games are fun, but I feel like everybody always, like, it never ends well. Even the people who win, in my experience, are never happy. There was this group of people I used to play with a few months back, where they, for some reason, they always were like, let's do in-house 5v5s or 10-mans. And every single time, people would just leave salty. And even the people who won would be infuriated. It's like, what the heck? Why are you guys mad? That was back when I was bad, so I just, I had the time of my life. I didn't care. I was just getting carried. And if I died, I died. So I do want to go to the curse room real quick. I do want to use Black Rune if possible. You know what? I'll open you up. That was not worthwhile. Okay. Dang, I don't. Okay, never mind. I can't really do anything here. One makes you smaller. Let's go. Ooh, that was a bad gulp. Let me tell you. Tears down. Let's go. I did want that luck upgrade though. I'm surprised the game understood that. Also, I could have gone to the curse room for free. Turns out it doesn't matter in the end, but still could have. Also, I don't have any bombs, do I? Oh, wait a sec. I got bombs or key. That's it. Yeah, everybody always ended up upset. It kind of sucks playing games against your friends. It's only fun playing games like with your friends. The only time I ever have fun playing like against somebody, honestly, I even get frustrated with that. Whenever I play like 1v1s against my friends in Rocket League, the only reason I get upset is because it's more of like I get frustrated because they're so much better than me, and like even when I try like my hardest, I slightly mess up and they capitalize on it. When you're going up against somebody that you're same like level, even when you make a mistake, they might mess up too. My friends just don't mess up. I just get destroyed, which is fair, you know? That's what happens. Anyways, other than that lame talk, I know some people don't care about Valorant. I have an offer for all of you. You give me a like on this video, I give you less Valorant talk for the rest of this video. How about that? Sound good? Maybe you guys want more Valorant talk. Who knows? Anyways, one of my favorite sounds on TikTok right now is the ones like, in my solitude. That's not how it goes. I keep on forgetting. I listened to the song like Golden Hour today, and now I can't think of the in my solitude sound because I keep on trying to like do it to like the is a golden hour. But then I tried to do a solitude one, so it's like in my solitude. Which is not correct. That's just actually wrong. I can see but yeah. In my solitude. That's not how it goes either. I'm trying to think how it goes. I literally can't remember how it goes. So I have to go back and like watch a TikTok that has it going. You know what? I'm going to listen to it right now. Let's go find a TikTok that has that sound. I already have it pulled up. Okay, ready? I'm going to listen to it. In my solitude. That's how it goes. Anyways, that's one of my favorite sounds on TikTok. For some reason, it started with a shoe meme, but now it's like it's a bunch of video games that have had people showing it. So I'm just gonna avoid that because damage is better than anything. In my solitude. So good. Also, the actual song, I love old music. Like, it's kind of weird. My least favorite, my absolute least favorite type of movies are old movies. They freak me out. All of them do. But for music, I love old music. Now, it's not the stuff that I listen to on the regular, but like you listen to like doo-wop and you hear like some of these old songs. Like, I'm not saying this In My Solitude one is like doo-wop or anything. I don't know what it is, but like old music, yeah, it's just like it sounds so cool. Like the crisply audio. Like lots of creators try to recreate it nowadays. Like with Khalid, a lot of Khalid's music has like the crackly noise to it, which I honestly don't like when people try to imitate it. It's okay. It's kind of cool. But like when you have bad like speakers already, it sounds really bad for some reason. Like it's just, I'm not saying I have like really bad speakers or anything, but it just sounds weird. I don't know. Because you can tell, like whenever, like the reason why there was crackly stuff is because whenever you listen to like a record or something, it was like, it was not a like, an interference-free like transmission of the audio. So like what that means is that whenever you're listening, there's always going to be this like scratchy sound because there's like little bits of disturbances, a little bit of like, there's like noise. There's noise in the signal. So you hear, that's what you hear. You're literally hearing noise, which might sound stupid, but noise is like, the best way to describe noise is whenever you see like movies and photography, Noise is a thing that we say in like signals, because I mean, like visual waves that we see, or like visual things, are just waves, and noise is when you see like it's like crisply. When you see like a lot of like dots on the screen, it's like noise. You know what I mean? Like you see like noise on a screen or noise in a picture is when it's like very like pixely almost. Not exactly. There's a difference. Leo sucks garbage. That's fine. What are you? Justice. I'm taking that all the way, baby. All the way. Also watch this. But yeah, that noise is just extra stuff in our signals. So like if you ever see like what a sine wave looks like, it looks perfectly like a wheel 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 wheel. If it has noise, it's like juddery. It's like there's random like bumps in it. And so if you try to like transmit that through something, you hear it. And so that's why with like with records and stuff, that's why you'd hear like the crackles, because sometimes there'd be like interference with the noise or with the audio, aka noise. But whenever they try to recreate it, it's very, very like one-dimensional sounding, and it's kind of just weird. So that's why I don't like it in modern music. It's kind of just weird. You know what? We deserved Sacred Heart. It's been a second since we've gotten it, and I did say Angel Deals weren't worth it, and the game was like, what do you mean? We are worth it. Please, take us. We love you. Oh, let's go. I needed a range up. Did I actually? No, not at all. But I wanted a range up. Also, I wanted to get my charges back up. That way I could go into the curse room. Yeah, I'm so bad at using like real vocabulary. It like trying to teach somebody something is so much different than like learning it, because like if you've learned what noise is, it's like, oh yeah, I know what you mean when you say noise. But if you try to explain to somebody what noise is, you're like, noise is noise. Because that's what you know. Being able to teach something is knowing exactly what something is. It's hard. I'm trying to think of it. It's like there's a specific word. I'm really bad at like forgetting specific words that I need. It's like in that instance right there. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not disturbances in the signal. I mean, interference is probably the best word. There's interference in the signal. But like whenever like your radio I mean, this is pretty like, this is a little bit dated. People don't use radios as much. If you're ever using like an FM radio or listening to music in your car that has a radio, and you get too far away from like the broadcast towers for the specific station, it starts getting crackly. The reason why is because you're starting to get a weaker signal that has more interference with it, more noise in it. You guys like how I'm still on this topic of noise? I just feel like I didn't describe it well enough, so I really got to keep harping on it. Or else you guys will never understand, and you guys will literally die because of it. You'll be like, if only I knew why my signal sounds weird and what the noise for that is, or what the word for that is. Okay. What's funny is that's the stuff that like that's the stuff that I used to do in my biomedical engineering classes. You may be like, why do you talk about noise that often? Listen, for some reason when you're talking about the human body, a big part of it, especially in like engineering, is the systems and signals aspect of it, which I didn't know. Makes sense. It really does. But I didn't know. But let me tell you, Fourier transforms. So Fourier transform is this type of math using integration. Or is it using derivatives? I think it's integration. Where it converts a function into the sum of a bunch of easier equations. So you just use a bunch of sinusoid equations. Is that what the correct word is? I think so. Also, everything's getting destroyed. Why doesn't it destroy fires? That's kind of whack. Okay, let's go in here. Might as well open both of these. You might be like, wait, why did you get regular chests in here? It's because of our guild key. It's kind of weird. That's how it works. Please be the secret room. That's whack. I can take tonsil. What the heck? Why didn't nobody tell me that? But yeah, Fourier transform is just like turning functions into a bunch of easier things that we can add together to make more sense, and it's kind of whack. Actually, it is cool. It's also kind of dumb, if I'm gonna be honest. Also, I'm just opening chests now. Chests are too fun not to deal with. Well, I really need keys, so I do need more chests. So this might be a small issue. But yeah. Another thing that sucks is, like, fluid dynamics was one of the worst classes I've ever taken. Thermal and fluid dynamics. It's just nonsense math for, like, reasonable things, but nonsense math nonetheless. The worst part about it is, like, the teacher who taught it for me. I mean, he would show us the math how you're supposed to, like, algebraically. That way you can, like, literally use it in any situation you need to. But he would show it to us algebraically, which almost, like, made it harder to actually ever do. Also, I literally slept through his class. It was at 8:30, and so I just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Like, through the class. It was just better off that way. If I actually paid attention, maybe I would have learned something, but I did well enough. I passed the class pretty well. I passed the class with flying colors, some might say. But yeah, college, honestly, just whack. My mom is going back to college to get her master's, just because in the world we live in, if you want any higher level or higher, like, not even higher level, but higher positions, like any sort of position where you're the boss, you have to get a master's for some reason. Why? Who knows? But, like, the issue with those master's classes, from what I have seen with master's classes, is they're literally just people who are getting, like, paid money to, like, be, like, snobby and be like, yes, I need you to read this 4-page document and make a 4 million word essay to really understand what they're saying. And it's like, what the heck? You don't actually learn anything from the classes. It's just like a bunch of just like kind of dumb stuff. Now, some classes you do learn, let me tell you. Research-based classes, you learn a lot. But the one that my mom's in is just like, she has to read like a bunch of these books, and then like she has to take quizzes on them, but they just ask like, who said this quote? I'm like, that's stupid. In no time, at no point ever are you gonna have to like be like, oh, this person said this quote one time. I know lots of people. That's a familiar. That's crazy. I know lots of people use the excuse of like, when am I ever gonna use this math in real life? Which is kind of I understand the question, but at the same time, it's a dumb question because most of the math you learn in like high school, you will use at some point. Pretty much no matter what, but especially if you're like in a STEM field. But like, you're never going to like having to like tell like say like who said a quote is one of the dumbest things that I ever have to do in class, because you're literally never going to use that again in your life. Now sometimes some people might be like, well, sometimes it's important to quote things. I'm like, you don't have to tell me like in Streetcar Named Desire Blanche said this word. You just have to tell me that in Streetcar Named Desire this word was said and the meaning of it was this. Even that's pretty useless, but Streetcar Named Desire is a pretty okay movie. I didn't hate it, let me tell you. That's actually one of the books I did actually read. In high school, I never read. I don't know what it... I was like, reading for school killed my interest in reading, and honestly made it so I just didn't want to read in school. So I stopped reading books for fun, and I also just stopped reading the books in school. I would just like... Whenever we would take like a test or a quiz, I would like... I would mainly go to my friends and be like, hey, what did you think was important for this chapter? And they would like point out all the stuff for me. I'm like, thanks. That's what I actually, I never try to make them think that like I was really trying to compare. I'm just like, listen, I did not read. Fill me in. Tell me some things. Let me know some stuff. And guess what? They were homies, so they did. They told me some things. Okay, stop giving me chests, because my small brain is gonna keep on trying to open them. And I really need my keys. Oh wow! Stop giving me chests. I don't have enough self-control for this. Where is this damage even coming from? Stop giving me chests! I don't even have high enough luck to always get chests. This is whack. Hey, okay, now my luck's pretty much high enough to always get chests. You know, now this makes more sense. Actually, we also have Gilded Key, which makes it a lot higher for us to get a higher chance to get it. Okay, let me try to go get a health. A health. What was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, reading, like, I used to love reading in, like, middle school. Or not even, I started reading in middle school as well. Because we had to do summer reading, and summer reading really took it out of me. But, like, in elementary school, I was reading all the time. I loved the Beast Quest series. I loved the Percy Jackson series. I would, like, read it in class. I was one of those kids. But, like, in middle school, like, we had to read so often, like, different classes, and it's just, like, I don't want to read for fun anymore. If it's something I'm going to have to do for an assignment, like, it takes out the fun of reading outside of school, which is, it sucks. Some people are like, that's sad. I'm like, I get it. It is sad. Reading's actually great. Books are insane, like, because books are better shows and movies. It's much more in depth. It, like, lets you make the characters yourself almost, and, like, you understand the characters the way that you see them in your head. Also, I'm probably not going to get 4 chests out of this. I just realized that. Oh, a key. I'm probably not going to get 4 chests out of this card because it's 4 chests. If I do get 4 chests, that's going to be sick. And I'm going to be happy that I got all these keys. But I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to be that lucky. Also, I was like, wait, we have a justice card. I can get a key from that. I'm like, oh, wait a sec. Wait. You can't do that. You need that. I'm like, oh, yeah. Damn, I'm trying to think of the last thing I read for fun. The last time I read for fun was the series The Giver, with the main character in the first book being Jonas. Best character ever. Awesome name, let me tell you. But I read that in high school. And I actually really liked it. My dad and I both read it, and we, like, really enjoyed it, and so we would talk about it. I would say, like, discussing literature with people is probably the best part about it. Like, I mean, it's the same thing with, like, discussing shows and stuff. Also, you might be like, wow, you called it literature. Yeah, I felt kind of weird saying that. Hey, 3 chests. Dang. Name? I was gonna say, name a worse, like, set of items. Like, these aren't awful, but they're pretty bad. Pretty bad. I don't even want the speed down. I'll take the speed down. They also fixed decap attacks. So decap attack's not even fun anymore. Oh, wait a sec. Are we gonna get spawn? That'd be sick. Jeez. We are quite strong. Lost Soul. I know it's like, you're like, don't take him with you right now. I'm going to. Not really a reason not to. No matter what, he's probably going to die in Mega Satan, so it's not like he's coming to the next floor with us. Anyways. Oh my gosh. I got home and I ate my dinner so fast. I'm like, I need to record. I'm like, I'm just going to record as soon as I get home. Then we got like a Peruvian chicken. And I came home and just scarfed it. Let me tell you, I don't think I've ever, like, eaten food faster. You should eat it with your hands. You're like, oh, I was going crazy. Let me tell you. Is it delicious food? Oh, yeah. Do I always eat it fast? Yeah, I'm just a fast eater in general. I don't know what it is. Like, especially dinner, I eat pretty fast, always. Okay, Soul of Chemical Warfare. Or wait, the Soul of Blue Baby, aka Chemical Warfare. Well, we got all the infestation stuff. Did we? We got Mom's Wig and infestation is a pretty crazy combo. And let's get you out of here. We have Sci-Fly and Pretty Fly, which equals we don't take damage from anything. Which is not completely true. We do take damage from stuff. Just right now, the likelihood of that is a lot lower. Because we're kind of just a beast. We do so much damage. And Tech Point 5, when you have homing, is insane. Just because you don't ever, like, laser tiers are really not super good that often. But whenever you have Tech Point 5 or, like, Tech Point 5 in homing, you still shoot out your tiers like normal, and you have this random laser beam that just goes crazy. Crazy. Also, if I had reroll in this room, we would be popping off. You know what? Never mind. We are popping off still. Lacrophagy and Bone Tears equals a good time. I'm just going to fight. And we still have Lost Souls, so you know what? We're not doing bad. One of my favorite combinations in the game, which I always forget about, is Lost Soul and BFF. Now, is it even that good of a setup? Not really, but it's just cute that your Lost Soul gets a Holy Mantle when you have BFF. It's so fun. I like. Hello. Oh my gosh. I love segmented bosses that just give us all the spiders in the entire universe. We just do so much damage. 28 damage is insane. insane. What the heck? You died before I even killed your 2 friends. Well, let's see. Are you going to die fast? Maybe, maybe not. Also, Sci-Fly kind of going crazy. Especially whenever there's the drowsy effect. Sci-Fly is very nice. If you guys don't know how they nerfed Sci-Fly, is they actually gave, like... They gave Sci-Fly, like, a refractory period. Refractory? Whatever the word is. A cooldown, let's say. And so it's definitely just not as good as it used to be. You can definitely tell sometimes that it's much, much worse. But sometimes it's fine. Honestly, sometimes it's really not too bad. It's kind of okay. Let's go. We love health. Also, this, whenever you have Star of Bethlehem, it does not take you to Delirium. It takes you to a boss fight, which is very, very, like, weird. Has it taken me to Delirium before? Yes. Will it always take you to Delirium? Most likely not. Maybe not most likely. I mean, the chances of it taking you to a non-Delirium fight are higher than it taking you to a Delirium fight. Also, I will take the Hermit card just in case, so I don't have to fight Delirium out the gate. Okay, this right here cannot be Delirium, so let's fight you. Nice. The map is actually really nice. Any type of mapping, kind of crazy. And this could be Delirium up here. I want you guys to know. This might just be him. Well, that was dumb damage. And look, it is. I'll fight you. I do more than enough damage. Especially with Tech Point 5. If we get a single segmented boss, we just win the game. And look what I can do. Also, Lossel actually paid out last round. I kind of just realized that. That's kind of crazy. Also, that sucks. I should have waited to use my Book of Shadows after... Yeah, I should have used that after Taurus went into effect. I always forget about Taurus. Now look at that damage. Kind of crazy, kind of wacky, kind of silly, and stupid, might I say. Dang, look at this movement. Can we just appreciate it? Not getting hit by any tears. I ran into the foot. That's on me. My bad. But look at that. What a crazy run. That was actually such a good run. We've been having really bad items recently, but Infestation 2, Infestation, Mom's Wig, plus like Lacquerphagy, Compound Fracture, Sacred Heart, all crazy items. Really, really good. Especially with Tech Point 5 and Star of Bethlehem. Crazy, crazy setup. But that right there is going to be win number 273 in a row as Eden. So if you guys did enjoy that video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps my channel, helps me grow. Thank you guys all for watching, and as always, it's been Priets. Peace out. Bye.